Hi, Terry. Thank
Hello.
Hello. Thank you so much for being part of the sixth annual Innovative Child Therapy Symposium. I'm here with Nidhi Kirpani, and we are excited to learn about stickers and therapy from you. I met you. Actually, I knew about you long, long, long before I met you because you're Terry Kottman. And when I finally got to meet you, I was like even more in awe. But I remember at a conference, you did a sticker directive with us, and it was pretty profound, actually, really surprising considering stickers are so very low cost and very mobile. And it just got me to thinking about stickers and therapy. So, and it turns out I'm here in Trinidad with Nidhi teaching at EMDR basic training, and she has a sticker collection from when she was a child. It's like she has her sticker book from we won't say how many decades ago.
I was going to say last week.
Yeah, last week because she's young. Before we get started, though, Terry, can you just introduce yourself? Tell people who you are and what you do. I think everybody knows you though already.
I'm Terry Kottman. I live in Cedar Falls, Iowa. I invented Adlerian play therapy. So I teach a lot of classes about Adlerian play therapy. I write books on Adlerian play therapy. I do stuff with Adlerian play therapy pretty much. So I volunteer 1 day a week. I closed my private practice when the pandemic started, but I volunteer 1 day a week at an elementary school in town and do play therapy there. And that's where I started using stickers,
Oh,
was at my school. Because what I was finding, well, two things. A, I used to do a lot of sand tray at school, but the person who had been the school counselor, who was also a play therapist, well, she went to school and she became a principal and abandoned me. Um, and um, and so she took all of her sand trays and all of her sand tray stuff with her. And the new school counselor is wonderful and amazing. She's not a play therapist, and so she doesn't do sand tray. And so suddenly I was like, okay, so I'm at school, but I can't do sand tray anymore. And the other thing that happened at the very same time was I was getting working with a lot of kids who really didn't want to do art of any kind. So they didn't want to draw, they didn't want to paint. And so I was kind of stuck because I wanted a way to have them express themselves in addition to just playing with the toys that I have in the counselor's office. And so I thought, what could I do instead? And I was talking to a kid one day who actually came in with a book a lot like Nitty's and
yeah.
said, "Can we do some things with my sticker book?" And I went, "Well, of course we can." And that little girl inspired me to start using stickers with, well, actually, with kind of all my clients, my kid clients, my teen clients, my adult clients, because most people love stickers. I used to say everyone loves stickers, and then I ran into someone when I was teaching in Ireland who said, "I just want you to know that not everybody loves stickers." And I went, "Okay.
Maybe
So
one person in Ireland.
you should stop saying that." But here was the reason why. It was a really interesting reason. When she was little, and she was probably like about 10 years younger than me, so maybe in her 60s, she people used to distribute drugs on the back of stickers that you licked.
Oh,
And so she brought a whole bunch of stickers to school one day on the school bus, and people started accusing her of trying to distribute drugs
well,
because she was trying to share her stickers with people because she loves stickers so much. So after that, well, she got sent to the principal and stuff. And she
yeah,
was like, "No, no, I was just trying to be nice." So
yeah.
turns out not everybody loves stickers, but most people love stickers.
And that's such an amazing example that like anything just as basic as a sticker could be like trauma related and could touch onto someone's stuff. Oh,
And you always need to be open to that as a, oh, here's a door.
Yeah.
Let's tippy toe in that door.
Yeah. Yeah. And then I didn't know there were stickers you could lick. I guess I do remember there used to be like stamps you would lick at the grocery store and then you could get stuff.
Right. And that's the way they originally did stickers, is you buy way before your time, Nitty. But you would buy a book
Out in the
with
group.
basically what looked like postage stamps, but weren't postage stamps. They were stickers. And so then you licked them and put them on a piece of paper. That's what we had when I was a kid.
They
We
put
did
trucks.
not have the stickers with stick 'em.
Ah, I wonder if, boy, a little sticker history. I wonder if that's what ignited the change. Let's make these things pre-sticky.
Maybe, maybe. I'm not sure. I've never actually researched the history of stickers.
It's too bad stickers aren't like stickersty. It could be the stickersty history. A little rhyming.
Okay, so that's one of my normal bunny trails. I'm
Okay.
gonna I'm gonna bunny trail back to talk about different kinds of ways you can do sticker pictures. So there's a lot of different ways you can do sticker pictures, which seems a little weird, but there's also a lot of different ways, like we would do sand tray, right? So it makes sense that we would have different ways to do sticker pictures. So sometimes kids will do exactly what that little girl did. They'll bring in stickers, or they'll say, all the kids that I work with know I have a treasure trove of stickers from all sorts of different places. I have new stickers, I have old stickers, I have hero stickers, I have holiday stickers, I have spaceship stickers, I have animal stickers, I have food stickers, I have word stickers, etc. And the kids know that, and they're like, "Can I see one of the bags of stickers?" I have them organized around bags just because if I brought in a if I brought in a suitcase of stickers that that were just like, "Hey, here's all the stickers I have," that might be a little overwhelming. So I normally tend to put them in a little like Ziploc with different selections of different kinds of stickers in them.
Okay.
That way, it's less overwhelming to a kid.
So it's kind of like the equivalent of like having a section in your sand tray miniature shells. Okay.
Yeah, and I don't have them divided necessarily, although I do have a certain selection of video game stickers that I use with gamers a lot.
Oh,
They tend to be a little more expensive, so
yeah.
I don't always use those with kids who are not gamers because the non-gamer kids don't need gamer stickers. Um, but so I don't have them segregated by um like topic particularly. I just have a selection of a bunch of stickers and what I have at school is I have a little box instead of
Okay.
the Ziplocs, but I have a little box of um, selected stickers. Um, and then, so there's a couple of different ways you can do it. You can do a spontaneous one, as in the kid just comes and wants to do some sticker picture stuff. You can do a non-directed sticker picture. So you can say to the child, well, just choose whatever you want to and put it on the paper. I like to use this kind of paper, which is maybe, I think it's like 10 by 10 or 11 by 11.
Okay.
And, and, and I like to use it, and the paper you guys have is fine.
Right.
I like to use this though because it makes it special. If I just use regular copy paper for my sticker pictures, which is also just fine if you don't want to invest in the heavier paper, but the bigger paper is like heavier grade. And I like it because if you put a whole bunch of stickers on just like flimsy paper, it'll start flopping and
Yeah.
kids will be disappointed.
Okay.
I don't, I'm a pleaser. I don't ever want kids to be disappointed.
Oh,
Um,
I love that specialness, like the thought of like this is thicker. It feels like it holds something valuable.
yes, the quality of the paper makes it feel special and important to the kids. And the different shapes. So like the shape you guys have is perfect because it's not a standard
Mhm.
everyday copy paper shape either. It's a little bit bigger. And if you can have things that make it special, that's just really helpful. I also let kids choose the colors. And sometimes I just do it on construction paper, which you can also do. If you do it on construction paper, the only difficulty is if they want to move a sticker. So say they do the sticker picture and they think, well, I don't really want this sticker exactly where it is. If you peel it off on construction paper, it leaves that little fuzz
Fibers.
that's on the texture of construction
Yeah.
paper. And what happens is it doesn't transfer well to another spot on your piece of paper, which is why
Okay.
I tend to use like regular paper, but not construction paper. Does
Okay.
that
It
make
has like
sense?
adjustment. It takes time to adjust.
Yeah. And if you want kids to be able to peel something off and move it if they want to. It's
Okay.
one of the things that I love about stickers as opposed to drawings or paintings, because if you draw something, unless you want to go to a lot of trouble of erasing and erasing and erasing and erasing, you can't really move anything. Whereas with stickers, you can move things. If you carefully peel it off, you can move it to a different place. And that makes it gives kids, well, clients, the ability to rearrange things if they want to.
Oh, that's beautiful. That could support the adaptive shift, like as things start to shift and change. Oh,
Exactly,
good.
exactly.
Yes, yes.
So
So
it is a lot like sand tray knitting. That's one of the reasons why I started doing it that way. I originally just used because what I had in the office when that little girl asked me was just like construction paper. And as she was like, no, I actually want this in a different place. And when she tried to move it, it didn't work.
they
So I'm
brought
like,
some paper
okay.
with it.
So the quality paper matters. I know that's a little weird. But one of my big things when I teach, I want other people to learn from my mistakes.
Oh, that's great. I love that. I love that. Like the child was your teacher and you leaned into that. That's beautiful. I'm listening to what the child needs and I'm right there. And then this is something that I can use to help other kids. That's beautiful.
Yeah, yeah. So you can do a non-directive tray, which is basically put anything you want on the like tray, the sticker picture,
Okay.
or you can also say pick things that attract you, pick things that repel you in the
Oh,
stickers, and put them on your piece of paper, and then you can talk about the things that attract you for whatever reason, the things that repel you. So that's something you can do for sticker pictures. You can also do what I call a semi-directed sticker picture. And a semi-directed sticker picture is when um, you do the attracts and repels. The non-directed sticker picture is when you say do whatever you want to. So I kind of messed that up. Sorry. I know we're recording.
oh,
I'm one
I
supposed to be
didn't get the
perfect.
mess up. So there's like you can really kind of be directive or non-directive. I'm thinking
Yes.
how kind of adjustable that is for like people that lean into more on one side than the other. And that polarity is nice because it gives them that flexibility of thinking like repel and attract. And there's so much to explore in there.
And if you have a little kid, you can say stuff you like and stuff you think is yucky,
Okay.
or stuff that one of the ones I use a lot is things that you smile about. Put that on one side, and the things that you frown about, put on one side. Right now, I'm working with a whole bunch of first and second graders, and I was trying to figure out a way how I could translate attracts and repels to them. And that seemed to work really well. I experimented with a whole bunch of other ways to describe it for littler kids, and the things that you smile about and things that you frown about,
Yeah.
or things that you will like get scared about is helpful. So that's a kind of a a little bit like a semi-directed sticker picture, and then you can have very directed sticker pictures, which would be things like the kinetic family sticker picture, which is choose 1 to 3 figures or 1 to 3 stickers to represent each of the people in your family and put them on the piece of paper like in a way that represents how your family interacts with one another.
Oh, that's so good. It truly is like has a lot of like a resemblance of sand tray to where you can just kind of take it wherever you need to or let their psyche take it wherever it needs to.
Exactly. A lot of the things that I do with the sticker pictures are really, really similar to what I do in trays.
Yeah.
Because it just makes sense. And the reality is, stickers are cheaper than figures, even though I like Santray better than stickers.
Yeah.
But if you're in a situation where you can't do Santray, sticker pictures are a great substitute
Yeah.
because although they are not three-dimensional, that's the downside, and you don't have this the kind of the mystic quality of the sand, you can still do most of the same things with a sticker picture that you would do with a sand tray.
Yeah. Yeah. When you're saying things that you smile about, I thought about you. We need to get we need to get like
And Terry's
yeah, some
sticker book.
sticker Terry book.
Or like a little gnome. Sometimes that's what I represent myself as like a little gnome. Um, so that's the way I usually represent myself. You can also do, just like I would do a quasi-directed sand tray, you can do a quasi-directed sticker picture. And what that is you have a big question. So I did one recently because I was in a place where I had a bunch of stickers, but I didn't have a sand tray. And I wanted to think a little bit more about my retiring because I'm in the process of Rick tells people, my husband tells people all the time that I retire from something or several somethings every year. And so I'm in the process of we're converting our training program LEPT into a nonprofit and somebody else is going to run it. And I am taking myself out of it. So I made a sticker picture about how will I feel when I'm not running left anymore? What will my life look like when I'm not running left anymore? And then I did a special yeses and nos one
Wow.
about, okay, if I say no to this, what do I get to say yes to?
Oh, I just felt that. And I know, and for those who haven't heard the acronym, it's ALEP, it's
Is the
Adler
League of
League.
Extraordinary
Yeah.
Adlerian Play Therapists.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
That's a big deal. So yeah, it's a big life. I mean, you created that and it's like one of the most beautiful types of therapies ever. And to back off, I felt that in my body. So I could imagine. So you use the stickers to help you process through it. Wow.
yeah, I did. Just because I thought I need to have a visual representation of this because I quite frequently I have a very busy brain and I quite frequently think about things and think about things and think about things and lots of times it helps me to get it out there in the world so I can see it and I can move things around and I can make adjustments, etc. And stickers work great for that.
Yeah. Yeah, and yeah, you can move them just like you said, and you put it on the paper, and it's not as kind of things stop churning, or probably start churning in a different direction, or whatever it does.
You can also create sticker pictures for your clients. So you can do a therapist created sticker picture.
Oh,
I quite frequently do strength bombardments that way. I will have a kid come in, especially I did this last week because I was having my last session with all my kids. And I made each of them a sticker picture about their strengths, but also their journey with me through the year. So I drew a little road, and then along the road, I made things representing how we were and how kind of they were at the beginning of our work together, and kind of like what they were getting in trouble for, and things like
yeah.
that, like a gentle kind of thing.
Uh-huh.
And then I started adding like all of the things that I thought were their strengths and occasionally I would add something to represent something we've done special with one another. And then I took a fairy sticker at the end with a little magic wand and made kind of like the road kind of get wider
Oh,
and said, and now you're going to go off into the world and do amazing things and you're going to bring all this stuff with you. Um,
Oh,
and
that's making me feel emotional. I don't know why.
so
That's
sweet.
beautiful. So I'm picturing like you're working at this school one day a week, perhaps one of the best therapists. I know you're not big on compliments, but I'm going to go ahead and say one of the best therapists that ever lived. And you're going to the school with all your knowledge, and you're sitting down with this little person, and you are reflecting on your experience of this little person, and they get to see them through your eyes and these stickers. Oh,
Well, and it's really cool because they get to take it home. You know,
yeah.
like if a kid does a sand tray, you can take a picture of it, but it isn't exactly the same. And I really
Yeah.
like making things for and with
You
kids.
can keep
So
it as a treasure.
yeah. And a couple of my kids said, "Can I add some things? You didn't put all of the things that I have some fifth grade boys who are like, oh, I have a couple of other things I want to add, which is absolutely
It's
perfect.
something.
So that's the other thing that's really nice. And it's not like if I drew something, I used to always draw them something, which is fine and it works. And though lots of times if I am not a great drawer, but I'm usually a better drawer than most little kids. Um, and so with a sticker picture, they're not going to compare because they're not going to say, oh, I don't want to add anything to this because it's perfect just the way it is. Or if I drew something, it would have to be stick figures and they're not as good as yours, etc. So it doesn't lend itself to comparison in any way. So
Yeah.
if you co-create a sticker picture with a kid,
Wow.
their stickers are going to be just as good as your stickers.
Yeah.
And so there's no way for them to go into like self-doubt or anything about the what they've done.
Yeah, and that's such a time in the lifespan where they are going through this, who am I? So they have their ideas, certainly, and then they're getting this feedback from somebody that really knows them, that knows them, and they know that knows them, like no judgment. And this is all can be existing on one space. Wow, that's beautiful. And that is something so low cost and easy portable. Just wow, that's therapy.
Although, if you have the amount of stickers that I have, it becomes slightly less than low cost,
Okay,
if
so
I'm
and maybe
truthful.
portable.
But the ones that I use at the school are not that many because I take stickers everywhere I go because I want to kind of share the love of stickers with people. I have too many stickers. I have a friend who invented a new personality disorder just for himself and me. It's called um, extreme personality disorder because
Oh,
we both have extreme personalities. And, and he always says, he said to his girlfriend the other day, I've taken you to see Terry's sand tray collection. I'm not going to take you to see her sticker collection because she's a social worker. And he's like, I don't want to support that habit. I don't want you to get a new habit on the sticker realm of buying.
before and after knowing about the sticker thing. Oh, that's funny. That extreme personality disorder. That's my favorite one. If we could pick out a favorite one, that's what.
I think he thinks it should be in the DSM. It's not so far.
It would be a colorful chapter. Maybe it'd have like a second little workbook that would have like paint splatter and maybe even a little button you push and it's like, hello.
Hello, now we're going to do this other thing.
And it'd have a little bag in there with some stickers. And the rules would be like all jumbled up and wouldn't really even be rules at all. It'd be the best chapter out of the DSM.
I don't think they're going to buy it though.
I would buy it. We would sell one. Oh,
So there's also like there can be, if you want to have it be, a process of doing like the sticker pictures. I'm going to make it sound more formal than it actually is. It's not formal at all, but I tend to set up the sticker picture, like say to the kid, you can put anything on that piece of paper you want to. Or I can say, let's do a sticker picture about what you look for in a friend. And let's make a sticker picture on that. Or let's do a sticker picture on, I know you got in trouble in the playground this morning. Let's do a sticker picture on what happened. And then we can add things to the sticker picture later. So I'll have the kid do a sticker picture on what happened. So this mean kid threw a rock and it didn't hit me, but I knew he was throwing it at me. So we'll get a rock for a sticker. We'll get somebody who looks like a mean kid.
Mhm.
We'll choose a sticker that looks like them and they're sad or they're mad or whatever. And then I'll say, so then what happened? And they'll say, well, I went over and hit him. And so then we'll find like a fighting sticker pic, like a fighting sticker somewhere, and that's on there. And then I might say, so what happened next? And the kid might say, well, I got sent to the principal. And then I'll have them pick a sticker that looks like they're being sad or they're getting chastised in some way and kind of an authority figure kind of sticker. And so then
That's
we'll
cool.
process that. We'll talk, have them talk it through with me. Tell me the story, tell me what happened. And then I'll say, let's go back to where you threw before when he threw the rock, before you threw the punch, and let's have some other paths in our sticker picture. So we'll kind of do it in a linear kind of way, and then we'll put some stickers up here on what else you could have done in response to getting hit by the rock.
Wow.
So you could have gone to a teacher and we'll make a little sticker picture of that. Or
Yeah.
um, you could have said to him, that's just not okay. And we'll find a sticker that's a big no. And we'll put that underneath it, for instance. So there are some other ways you could have handled the situation. And that way you can keep adding things because you'll have space for it.
Yeah,
Or you
that's
can also do it on a
beautiful.
separate piece of paper.
Gosh, Terry, that makes me think of like in that book, Body Keeps the Score by Dr. Bessel van der Kolk. He talks about like the narrative being when something's in the bottom part of the brain, telling the narrative, it moves it up. And that's that. What happened next? What happened next? And then you're circling about back again. Now they have a little bit more access and they have the safety because you're not in any way like shame. You're letting the story just emerge, how it
Yeah.
emerged. And then what are some other options? I love that. And then the big no, I had a client, I won't give many details so that I could say it, but during a big family transition, they just put stickers over the person's face all over the house. So they had all these family portraits with stickers.
It works. It works.
Oh, I love that. So the narrative, well, I hadn't quite thought it through that much. I was thinking of just a symbolism, but you can really take it to the level of, gosh, that's about as whole brain as I could think it gets. Like they're in the emotional piece of it. They're having this opportunity to not have to use words, be able to work it through, and then they can explore in the safety of another. What are some other options?
Yeah.
That's good.
And I'm thinking about all the stickers when you're speaking about it. What would I choose for the punch and before the punch if that was me? Going through the stickers. That's amazing.
Yeah. Oh, I see. There's a punch one. It'd be kind of big.
Right. But that would be perfect. Exactly.
Oh, this
So
is
that's the kind of thing you can do. And you can even make a book out of it if you want to. So have a, for each of the steps in what happened, have a different page. So then you have a book and then you can redo the book with ideas for other things that you could have done instead of the thing you chose to do. Um, you could do that, and you could then have another whole set of pages about, so that clearly is not necessarily somebody you want to spend a lot of time with. Let's make a couple of pages on the kids in your school who you would want to spend more time with and some things you could do with them. And we'd make sticker pictures of those things.
oh my gosh, you took this to such a beautiful level. Your brain. That's amazing. That is amazing because I'm thinking like a book. Now they have a resource kind of like a journal would be if somebody was, doodling out pictures or writing. And it's a shared experience journal where they don't even have to like write if they have OT issues or anything. They could just,
Yeah.
I think maybe getting the stickers off, but that could even be something that's a little less invasive, and then they're able
And
to
you
do
can
it.
work as a team.
Oh,
So I don't have very long fingernails, but I do have some fingernails, and I can quite frequently get underneath the corner of a sticker that they might want to move and then help them peel it off.
oh,
So you can
there's real.
always work as a team with things like that.
There's so much value in that too. I think about like when someone is struggling, a lot of times the social aspect and to be able to work together closely with someone that's hard. So even just doing a collaborative project, there's such value in.
And there's lots of places in the process where you can say, hey, let's look at this. Let's see how you feel about it. And is there anything else you want to add? Any other stickers you want to add? Are there any stickers you want to take off? Are there any other stickers you want to move? And so there's a couple of different times when you can do that. There's not a set time, but anytime you feel like, oh, maybe there might be another aspect of your brother. Say we're doing a kinetic family sticker picture.
Yeah.
There might be another aspect of their brother that they've told me about before, but there isn't a sticker for it. And then I might say, well, lots of times you tell me about times when your brother's mean, but sometimes you tell me about times when your brother is kind to you. Let's find a sticker that could represent that too, because your brother, according to you at least, isn't just mean, they're also sometimes kind.
Oh, to
You
see
can
the
always,
light in the darkness.
and you can always scaffold them adding some things.
Oh, that's so good. We were just talking about like in trauma, you don't have choices. Like you're stuck and you don't have a choice. The process of all these choices, that's good for the nervous system. It really embeds like I have choices, and that can
Yeah.
generalize to everything.
And a lot of times people don't think about the fact that stickers can be moved.
Mhm.
So they'll put a sticker down and I'll say, well, do you want to move anything around? And they'll go, I just stuck them on the paper, Terry. Those won't move. And I'll go, yes, we can move it. If there's one or more you want moved, or there's one or more taken off, this is not a permanent thing. This is not a forever thing. Whereas drawing and painting and doing crayons, etc., can be a relatively permanent thing, which is one of the other kind of big advantages of stickers as opposed to a lot of other art forms.
That reminds me of what you were teaching last year about the in between the lines and the rules. Like you can do things that you don't think that you can do. You can do something even though it doesn't look like it can be done. You can stretch your imagination and think, is this a rule I made up? Or let's try something that isn't necessarily always done and see how it goes.
Exactly, exactly.
God, this might be my new favorite thing, and I haven't even done it yet.
So the other thing I want you to think about is the process in processing the sticker picture,
Okay.
which is, first of all, I say to the client, tell me about what's here. Tell me about what you put on your page. And then I just listen. This is always the hardest part for me. I shut up and listen. Then I may notice things. So I might say, so I noticed that the sticker you chose for your um, father is way bigger than the other stickers you chose for people in your family. And then I shut up
So
and
it's
just wait and create space and see what they have to say, see what they want to say. And they might just say that was the only one I could find that looked like my dad, which is totally fine. Might really be something else, but I'm going to let it go at that. Or they might go, well, yeah, my dad takes up more space than anybody else in my family, or whatever.
wow, making
And
the
so,
unconscious conscious.
yes. So I do a lot of noticing and then be quiet. noticing, and then be quiet. That's kind of the rhythm that I do with the sticker pictures. And then I might ask questions. I might say, so I I'm wondering about what is it about your sister that you chose this little pilgrim lady?
There she is.
And then the kid might say, well, my sister really likes to cook. That's helpful. Or she might say, you know, the pilgrims were grumpy. If you see pictures of pilgrims, they were all frowning or whatever. So they're gonna, so I just ask questions, but I don't ask questions until I've been quiet and I've noticed and I've been quiet again. And I might ask questions about who are the people in your family that spend the most time together? Um, and then the kid would go, well, that's why this group is over here. Like, so if I was doing mine, I would do me and my sister, and then I would do my brothers in a different clump, basically, if I was making a sticker picture.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and so then you can ask about what do you and your sister do that you don't do with your brothers, or what kinds of things do you and your sister have in common with an older client? What kinds of ways are you definitely feel different than your brothers, or whatever?
Yeah.
So I ask them some questions, and then I may make some interpretations. So I might say something like, I noticed that you didn't put yourself in this picture.
Ooh,
I'm thinking maybe you feel not very important at school, or
yeah.
I'm thinking that um, you almost feel invisible sometimes.
I noticed there you had the pause and then you had a dip in your intonation of voice. I felt that in my chest. So you're using that silence and your voice as like the or like awareness of what's happening as well.
Yeah. And when I'm meta communicating, I tend to slow down my voice. And sometimes I make my voice a little teensy bit lower
Yeah.
because I want to somehow um, establish that I'm making a guess, and that's not totally unusual, but it's a kind of a shift
Yeah.
in energy of the session when I shift into making some what in Adlerian terms would be a meta communication.
Oh, that's so good. Meta communication. So you're going to a different level. For anyone watching this that's interested in athletic play therapy, we have the links right below this video. That's so good. It's interesting. I was all into the sticker stuff, and when you start role playing, I was like, yeah. I am. I mean, it truly is a level of connection and communication that I felt. And we're just talking about a situation. I can imagine how like insightful and seeing that would be if that was somebody's sticker, and in that awareness of like, oh, I didn't notice that, but that's sure exactly the way it is.
Yeah. Yeah. And so that's kind of the last thing that I would do in terms of processing with the client. Um, and because I'm Adlerian, I'm also always looking for what does this sticker picture tell me about how the client sees self, others, and the world.
Mhm.
So all of the things that I do, whether I'm doing a sand tray or I'm doing other kinds of art or we're just playing, I am always thinking about what does this tell me about how the client sees self, others, and the world. And
Mhm.
um, so
So I wonder that must gauge like whether what you're like, whether it's directive or whether it's the family picture or create your world or whatever, like wherever you're going in therapy. So it's not just whatever you want that day. It's like what aligns with the therapeutic value.
yeah, yeah. And because in Adlerian play therapy we have 4 phases,
Yeah.
I can use the sticker pictures to build relationships with the child. So that would be like a my world sticker picture. or all about me sticker picture. And I can use them to explore the different aspects of how the child sees self, others in the world. So I could do a sticker picture about what happens when they get in trouble,
Mm-hmm.
or I could do a sticker picture about the things they're proud of in their family,
Oh,
or I could do a sticker picture about what's it like to be the big sister or the little brother or whatever.
oh, that's a common one.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I can do those kinds of sticker pictures to explore just lifestyle themes, and that's the second phase, you explore lifestyle. And then the third phase is you're trying to give the client insight. That's when I usually do trays or usually do well, sticker pictures for them. So I might say, this is how I think you see yourself, and this is how I see you. So
Mm,
I had a little boy a while back who felt like he was just not very smart. And he wasn't. And he was an amazing friend and he was a brilliant helper. And so I took a sticker that was a tiny, tiny little kind of snail,
yeah.
and put it here and said, this is how you see yourself, it seems to me. And these are all the things that I see in you. So I see a great friend, and I did a sticker of a little boy hugging another little boy, and you're a helper, and I found a sticker that was somebody helping somebody else who was in a wheelchair,
Mm,
because I try and get all kinds of like differently abled people
okay.
in the stickers. Um, and um, and I did a couple of other things about ways that I thought he made a contribution and was simply wonderful. And he knew a whole lot about nature. And so I did a series of stickers down there about animals and plants and things that he did know about that he was very smart about.
Yeah. I love that. So he's seeing more. That to me seems like he's not as stuck in like his own perception. He's at that point, you're at the level 3, you said, like there's
Yeah.
like this
So
awareness
that's
of
the
more.
helping them gain insight.
Oh,
And then if I want to do something for phase 4, that would be a teaching thing. So the variation on the playground encounter would have been a phase 4 intervention,
okay.
because it's I'm going to teach you, or we're going to brainstorm, or we're going to think up ideas together of other ways you could handle that. So I might do like an anxiety management sticker picture of ways that you can self-soothe.
Okay.
Or I might do how to make friends sticker picture.
Yeah.
Or I might invite the kid. So I might pick a sticker um to represent myself and put it over in the corner, and then have the kid pick a sticker to represent them, and then have them pick other stickers to represent possible friends.
Mm.
And then we could use it to talk about ways to make friends, for instance. And that would be phase 4, which is reorientation, reeducation. It's the way to teach kids new skills. And you can use stickers and sticker pictures to do that too.
Well, you can run the whole thing through stickers. Like you could have stickers all through Adler play therapy. That's brilliant. That's brilliant. Gosh, even just hearing it described sounds so transformational. And it does sound like it's like the phases. It's been a while. I had trained a little bit with Dr. Delina Taylor, Dillman Taylor. I love her. Um, but the building from there, each phase is like so expansive. There's lots of transformation that happens just from phase to phase.
So do you guys want to do a sticker picture?
Yes. 100%.
Okay, here's what I want you to do. I
Okay.
want you to do a quasi-directed sticker picture. So what we're going to do, that's the one where you think of a big question, and
Okay.
then you just choose, take the question out of your mind, you don't think about it, and you randomly, kind of quickly choose some stickers and put them on your page. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to do what's next. That's the question. Normally, I would have had a big conversation with you about the question you wanted, but you guys are so creative and you are moving and shaking in the world. And I want you to think about what's next.
Okay, I'm just going to point this down so that you can kind of see us in the process. And oh my gosh, I just got a feeling it's interesting. I think I'm getting what the client, what I imagine they get is almost like excitement and a little bit of like sympathetic energy, a little nervous, like what is next? What's gonna
Right,
What am I gonna
right.
do?
And so don't then stop thinking about it though,
Okay,
Jackie.
okay,
Think about your favorite dessert, or think about all the things you're going to do while you're in Trinidad, or think about the natural beauty of Trinidad.
Girl,
And
I'm
then
eating
just
so
pick
much of this
stuff.
cocoa while I'm here. It's my favorite dessert still right in my tummy right now. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking and get going.
Check out that book first.
So what's next? Do we have a limit of pictures? Of the
No, but
stickers?
you have a limit of time.
What's the time limit? Ooh.
Normally, we would certainly not have a time limit. I don't have a time limit. I'm here for the duration, but I don't know how much time you want to do with the recording, Jackie.
Okay, we'll give ourselves, what do you think, maybe 3 minutes?
3 minutes. Oh.
A little power sticker. Oh,
Oh.
oh, there's Nitty as
Oh,
a
that's-
teenager. I
I
found a
picked
picture.
something.
Oh my goodness. In her sticker book, she has some special memories. It's so beautiful.
Oh my
This feels like such a special treat to do this.
gosh. Oh, I love these textured ones.
Oh, there's different.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we've got some papers inside here. You wanna check out this box?
Mhm. Okay.
We've got the wind blowing everything.
It feels good. This one's beautiful.
Oh. I'm I'm finding ones I want Jackie to have.
Oh, I can mess this up if this is great with families.
Yeah.
That's doubles. We went for
Doubles.
doubles.
We ate doubles. Do you know what doubles are, Terry?
No.
It's a Trinidadian like street food.
Yeah, it's like a basic
So good.
breakfast. It's like a, I'm gonna probably describe this wrong, but it's probably like a flatbread that's fried, and then you have chickpeas and spicy and sweet sauces all around.
It's so good. It's messy. It's you eat it with your hands and it falls down and it's just so good. You have to wash your hands afterwards.
You have to wash your mouth, you have to wash everything. Oh,
I might be almost done. This one found me.
Dun dun dun. Those are the best ones, Jackie.
Yeah. You know, it just had like even reading it, I felt like a wave of like sensation go through my body all the way down to my legs, which is interesting. This is something I struggle with. So it says sometimes the most productive thing to do is relax.
Oh, Jackie, what a radical concept.
this is the one I chose for Jackie. It says nurture yourself first. I'm gonna take her to the beach and make her relax.
Oh,
Do you want to check this book out?
yeah, I do. Just a couple more. Let's see. It's interesting. I am. Oh, I like. I'm having like feelings just doing this. So this is obviously one of the things that the process is as valuable as the end.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm
In
having a bit
real
of
life, it would
nerves.
have given you a lot more time. In real life.
I always do things last minute anyway, so this isn't much different than my usual. Usually I'm rushed. That's my
And as a kid, you collect stickers and you're told, don't use them, you collect them. So this is like, you're telling me to use my stickers now?
I did notice you have a lot of stickers left over from when you were a kid.
Because we
Yeah.
didn't use them, we just kept them and we treasured them and we compared collections. But
In other words, you were encouraged to be a hoarder.
yes,
I've learned so much
Yeah.
about the differences. Just even being here, that is a lot of things that isn't part of my daily life.
So like different cultural things.
Yeah, in so many ways like that. No one ever told me to save stickers. I
Yeah.
never, I never was told to save stickers. And for Nitty, that's the first thing she thought of. Like, of course I have them. I saved them.
Yeah. Yeah. That's one of the, I'm sending you a list of prompts for sticker pictures, and there are several that are about culture.
Oh,
To look at the different aspects of a child's culture that they can represent with the stickers. And so there's several that are looking at that kind of thing in
mm.
the prompts.
Yeah, I could imagine this would be pretty insightful in workplaces too, where there's several different types of just variations of diverse backgrounds and help people understand couples counseling. Oh my God,
Uh-huh.
I'm not gonna be able to think about anything but this now. This is so good.
Well, and you can redesign a company's culture using stickers. So you can go and have people do a tray about the company's culture or about their part of the company's culture, and then take things away that they wish got taken away, and add things that they wish that they could add. You can do that with families too. The things we value about our family, the things that we struggle with about our family. Um, what would we like to have happen in our family that's different than what we do now, etc. You can do all of those things with stickers.
Think about Terry, like so much of, especially like corporate America, not necessarily in our world, because talking about stickers is a common occurrence for some of us, but in people that are very analytical, putting a little bit of imagery and right brain into something can shift things up really beautifully.
Yeah, yeah. I could see people doing like corporate retreats using stickers.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, and every time I go somewhere, which I believe this is the case with you, you open up your beautiful suitcase full of goodies that's just like bursting at the seams, all good stuff.
I do.
The stickers, well, I guess it could be filled full of stickers. Yours is filled full of stickers. I finished mine up. Should we finish at the same time or should we?
no,
Liddy, are you about done? I don't want to rush you.
no, that's okay. We can go. I'm like,
She's having experience because these were saved for so many years. Isn't that interesting?
I have
Okay.
to double check if
Jackie,
any of
you
these
talk about your sticker picture. We won't make Nitty finish hers. We don't want her to use it if she doesn't want to.
Isn't that amazing? I mean, even the process, I tell you, even the fact that I'm here in Trinidad with Nitty doing a sticker thing, and Nitty has a sticker history with, I mean, saying, everybody, how you're like told to save stickers, and it's like, never was I told to save stickers. So it's really beautiful because I've really had a chance to bond with her this week and to have this experience right here with you.
And she's letting you use her stickers and not forcing you to save them.
Yeah, I probably should. Yeah.
That's
It's
that's
easier
an
for
expression.
Jackie to use it than for me to use it. I'm like double guessing. Do I want to use this one? Would I need to save it?
And I just pulled them off. Like it
The
didn't
true
go.
sense of Nitty's friendship with you, though, Jackie, that she's willing to let you use her stickers, unless she's going to
Yeah.
make you peel all those off and put them back on in the book.
Definitely not. She's gonna take that home and stick it up so she
Yeah,
knows what she's
I'm
doing.
keeping this forever. This is my sticker therapy with Terry Kottman and Nitty stickers all together.
So,
Okay.
what do you want to
think
say about your sticker picture, Jackie?
First
What's next?
I would, what's next? And let's first honor that I forgot the prompt.
That's what I wanted you to do is forget the prompt, that you did it perfectly.
My ADHD. I was like, oh, is the test that day? Is that today?
This is going to tell you what's next. This
It's
is
going to tell me
your
what's next.
unconscious communicating to your conscious mind what's next.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Oh my gosh. I feel like I should be taking notes. Actually, I'm recording, so I'll be able to come back to it. Okay. Sometimes the most productive thing you can do is relax. That's one I already told you about as significant. So for me, that kind of seems like it's like at a maybe at the highlight of the entire paper. Because sometimes I think that doing more is more. And I just had a conversation with a potential helper today, and she said if you do too much, you can't do anything well. And by slowing down and relax, then you can really give it your all. So that one, that's amazing that that came out, that that was even available. And then down here, I saw Eeyore and I put him down here, but I wasn't really thinking of really, why I put him there. But I think about like sometimes sadness, because I just did a trauma therapy and I'm talking about sadness, and I watched a video where my friend recorded me doing like as a client in EMDR, and it was about my mom and she died. And I remember thinking like I really didn't take time to grieve in the way that, so sometimes sadness is like a beautiful part of the picture because you can kind of have the human experience, and that's just as important as being happy to be able to allow yourself to be whatever you need. There's always going to be a dog in my life. There's doubles runs. We went to for doubles. I never even knew those existed. So the thought of I can have more to life than I know that is even out there. Like I can have some experiences that I didn't even know to plan for. Oh wow. Oh my gosh, Terry, this is so good. And that's my jam. That's something that I say, but it's like jam on bread.
Mhm.
And I'm thinking about it's messy. And I used to be like embarrassed because of like my chaos and, I start off talking about my bunny trail, as you call it. But I'm gonna embrace that. I like the bunny trails. That makes me me. And I used to get a little personal. I used to have an eating disorder. And here recently, I've kind of embraced since Marshall's body class with the clay is so good.
Planning
Like
on
I'm
taking that.
Oh my gosh, it's so good. I started loving my body. I won't talk too much about it because it makes me a little emotional. Like my whole life, I've been feeling like I look like Winnie the Pooh in the t-shirt. And then I realized Winnie the Pooh in the t-shirt's just cute as all get out. Let me embrace Winnie the Pooh instead of thinking like maybe the t-shirt that shows his little tummy is nice. I'm going way too deep with this stickers. And then here, a hot dog. My mom, she loved hot dogs her whole life. And her whole life, she didn't eat hot dogs because they were unhealthy, she said. And then when she was dying of cancer, she's like, well, I'm dying anyway. Go make me a hot dog for breakfast. And that really, I'm going to live life. I'm going to eat, I don't like hot dogs, but I'm going to eat the equivalent of hot dog. I'm going to do what I want to do while I'm living and not wait until I'm dying. Wow, this is all a Nitty sticker collection. That's amazing. Let us party. I'm going to hang out with people that I love to have fun with, like you and Nitty and people that I enjoy. I'm not going to like do things that I'm obligated to do anymore. If I don't want to go somewhere, I don't like baby showers. I don't like funerals. I'm going to say no. If somebody gets their feelings hurt, that's their thing. It's not mine. I don't like doing some things, so I'm not going to do them if I don't want to do them.
Yes.
Yeah. Be like, I know you're having a baby. I'll send you a present, but I don't want to go to the party.
I won't go to wedding showers. I won't go to baby showers. I don't go to funerals. And I don't usually go to weddings because I spend the time calculating the odds of these people staying married.
Me too. Yes. In
So I
fact,
so I don't go to those anymore either. I send lovely gifts.
similar. I didn't know we had that in common because being a couples counselor, I I'm in a different space. And I realized that sometimes so much effort's put on the dang wedding that if they just did a retreat with some counseling, it would be better. Let's spend the entire time like that we would be in the wedding and all the money of really delving into some relationship therapy. And they're worried about the colors of the bows and stuff. So I'm adding weddings to my list. No more weddings. If somebody watching this gonna invite me to a wedding, I'm not going.
Perfect.
Wow, this was great. Thank you.
And this one is actually, it says breathing. This one's a textured one. This is a relaxation one.
Remember my tools.
Yeah.
Actually, I was just talking to Nitty about something yesterday, and I said something totally off the wall, and she paused. She had that silence like you did, and it made me think like I'm not actually living by what I teach. Like I'm not believing in the very thing that I'm teaching that can help. So the whole fact that this made it on there reminds me of like I have some knowledge of how to make my own life better. I'm just gonna look inside for some answers. Oh my gosh, this thing could go on and on and on.
Thank you, Nitty, for demonstrating the I noticed that. Brilliantly done.
Wow. Wow. Are you all right? Could Nitty share hers as your time?
Of course, of course.
I took way too much of my time. I
No,
had an
that's-
experience.
I got a chance to find a few others and feel comfortable enough to stop because I had my inner thoughts going. So I can't even do this. So I think the one that jumped out to me, now I had created these for all my students, but the I am enough is a huge one for me. So Jackie's even been doing EMDR with me to try and help me out because I keep saying Jackie, but I'm just from an island. I'm not like, I need this training. I need that training. I keep doing things and then I'm like, I get a little bored because I'm like, I'm doing so much and I'm reading the same, I read all the trauma books and I'm like, all the neuroscience ones. And I'm like, but I'm bored now. I want a different way to teach it. So I realized I was like, well, Jackie's also been helping me a lot this weekend. She's been doing more than she even notices. Like, I just need to have some good habits. And seeing Jackie at work makes me feel not as strange because she's like, I'm so sorry, and this is what I'm doing. And I'm like, oh, but this is what I do. I'm like, I sit at my desk for a long time and I got all excited about my work and so
Yeah.
I'm not alone in that. And that,
Honey, I think I'm not enough either. We all do.
I'm going to do EMDR with both y'all. We're going to do some sticker version integration.
yes, sticker EMDR. Oh my gosh. I was like,
Someone else, Nitty.
the monkeys in my head, they keep going and going and they're like, I have all these ideas and then I get all hyper with it and it's like I go a little manic again. Like I have all these ideas and I want to push out, but I still need to stay. Oh, this camera flipped. I need to stay calm and I just want to have my heart not racing because that makes me overwhelmed. I like to feel my breaths. I like to feel, because that really says, okay, I can paint whatever pictures I want and I can make this happen. And it's okay, whatever colors it's gonna be. And this reminds me of like the 70s or 80s because it's probably, one of those tie-dye stickers. Ooh, I'm like wrong side.
Oh, well, Austin Powers.
Yeah. And I wouldn't mind some compliments, although I'm really bad at them.
That's true.
Jackie's like, and I'm like, no, Jackie, this is too much. Don't give me a compliment. But maybe I'll start paying 5 cents for a compliment, like in Snoopy, and just get it done. But one thing at a time. So this is like the journey. I can get these done one at a time. I'm not in a rush. I actually don't need to rush. I feel like just Jackie being here means that I've done one of my goals, which is bringing trainers and expanding trauma training in Trinidad, and for me and for those. So And then
You
being able
don't have to
talk
do it
you.
all at once. You don't have to do it all at once. It really is just like they say in uh, what's the movie with the two sisters and one of them can throw ice?
Mama's
It's a
Frozen.
movie.
Oh, Frozen, Frozen.
Frozen. So in Frozen 2, one of the things they say when they're feeling very like discouraged is they say all we have to do is do the next right thing. And there's even a song about it. That's all you have to do, Nitty. The next thing that's right for you.
She's gonna put it in her phone. Right now, no.
Oh, that's so much less intimidating than having to have it all figured out.
Yeah. But really, that's all you have to do. And that's how we make things happen. So
Wow.
we do the next
I
thing that's
know.
right for us.
Wow. Gosh, I feel like
This
you should invoice us for some group therapy. This is so obviously you can do it in groups because this was even just having this experience with Nitty and being able to share it with two people that are really important.
Yeah.
thank you so much, Terry.
It's a super cool process to do with friends or
Oh,
to do in a group or to do in a family. Yeah.
thank you, Terry.
You're
Okay, so we're almost out of time. I want to just make sure everyone watching knows the links below are to Adler and Play Therapy. Also, I do want to give a shout out for your book, Doing Play Therapy. That book is a staple of mine. Sometimes I just randomly open it up and see where it lands and just read it. Your creativity is like amazing. So I love there's I don't know if you remember all the ones in there, but there's one about like the parents drawing as part of the parent consultation. So you're a gift to us. I know you're not big on compliments either, but you truly are a gift to the world. And to be here and share this experience with my wonderful friend Nidhi Kapani. Thank you. I love
Thank
girl.
you. Thanks for inviting me. Thanks for being willing to do a sticker picture and
Thank you.
thanks for being you and thanks for being you, both of you.
Oh, thank you. I'm going to keep the sticker picture forever. It's so meaningful because not only is a sticker picture that got the process, but it has Nitty's picture or stickers from when she was a kid. There's like a lot of energy in that. All right. Bye, Terry. Take care.
Bye bye.
Thank you.